Aha! It worked. Why is this not working? All right. Sorry, little technical difficulty there. But we're good. We're good. Hello, friends. Hey, Brian. Hi, Jenny. I don't know if you guys could hear me before. I don't think so. I think I was just talking to myself. You know, if you're doing a live on YouTube, pressing the go live button really helps. So, hey, Elizabeth. I am glad you guys are all here. Hi, Anna Marit. Hey, Delise. So tonight I have pulled out every Christmas cat scrappiness die. Well, maybe not everyone, because I have the quokkas, but we're not using quokkas tonight. I know, surprise. We are just gonna use some die cuts, and we're gonna make a shaker card with some die cut bits. So I've done some prep work because you guys really probably don't want to sit here and just watch me try and die cut. So anyway, I'm glad. Oh goodness, it's all good. And then I poked myself. I haven't gotten my. All right, let me show you guys. Let me show you a little trick that I do. Let me find it. So this is our, well, we bought it to trim the dog nail clippers, to trim their nails, and it's a Dremel. I gotta find the plug because I unplug it because the dogs are in here and they might decide to. So it's just a Dremel, not loud at all. So what I do is when your dies have these little pokey bits on the edge, can you guys see right here, like where it's been cut with the snips? I catch my fingers on those all the time. So what I do is I take my little toenail clipper Dremel and I just Dremel these down. And I'm running out of sandpaper, so it's not very sharp at the moment, or not very sandy-like at the moment. So there we go. And it takes off the little pokey bits, so you don't end up with pokes. Our dogs take off like crazy. And here, Abner really needs his nails cut. But I did get him one of those little hangy dog hammock thingies where you stick his legs through. And granted, when he sees us pull that out, he takes off too. But at least we can contain him and hold him up so that he can't get us, and trim his nails. But yeah, that's my little tip, is to Dremel the pokey bits off of your dies so that you don't get poked. So I cut out, this is the double stitch die, which it puts the stitching on both sides of the die cut, so it's on the piece in the middle as well as the other piece. Quokkas are an Australian animal. They are the happiest animal on earth. And it is also one of Cat's favorite animals. So there are quite a few stamp sets on it that are quokkas. They're just these cute little, they kind of look like a koala, but they're not a koala. they're just cute. And I love them. I am completely obsessed with them. And I've lost it. I'm just losing it altogether. So there's my dies. Oh, they're right here. It's one of those days. I can't get it together. Nope. Okay. So I have all of these that I die cut. So this is what the double stitched looks like. So that's the big one. One of the big ones. So this would have been in the center. And so when I die cut it, it puts it on the circle piece as well as on the outsides, which these are great for shaker cards because you've got this nice detail stitching here. Quokka, Quokka. Let me find the chat. Quokka. Quokka. And but we're going to use those, and then I took it and I cut some craft foam. I don't know if it's going to fit. I might have, because I smushed it. Oh, that'll work. I just need to trim it down. So instead of trying to run craft foam or foam adhesive tape all the way around, I just die cut. I use sheets of craft foam because it's cheap. And so I just die cut out my center, and we will glue this down, and that makes my little spacer for my shaker card. So we've got a huge shaker there, but that's all right because we got lots of shakerty bits. And I've got scraps everywhere. All right, I need to find my little acetate piece. I've got acetate right here. Will that fit? Will I be lucky enough to have that fit? Probably not. Oh, nope, too close. This'll work. Quokkas are fantastic. So how big is our... Three and a half. All right, let me trim this real quick. They are cool animals. And Catscrappiness has a ton of Quokka stamp sets. And they are so fun. They're so cute. And there's all sorts of different dress-up costumes for them and everything. But we will use those next week. All right, so let's start our base for our shaker card first, and then we will build around it. All right, so there's my piece of acetate. You can also get acetate pockets in the store, in the Catscrappiness store, that are like full pouches, so you could do like a whole card front. I am going to use liquid adhesive just to make sure that my acetate is stuck. So I'm going to get this down, and then, oh, that's a good idea. Delise. All right. All right, we'll let that dry for just a minute. And let me find I got too many windows open. There we go. Okay. So while this is kind of drying a little bit before we put our foam on, I've started to die cut some pieces, and I need to do a little bit of ink blending. Sorry, that was loud. And we are going to ink blend on our little bell. Did I lose part of my bell? There it is. So we're going to just do a little bit of ink blending, because the bell's not going to be super shiny. It's going to have some dimension. And I got my little, these are, even if I never use these for stamping, I would just sit and they're so soft and just play with the, so these are the detail blending brushes. And I'm just gonna add a little bit along the edge here. And just enough to kind of, I guess, dull down the glitter. This is glitter paper, faux glitter paper. There's no glitter involved. So it just kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. And somewhere in all my pieces, there is the little part of the bell. So let me get those off. We'll start assembling. We do need all the trimmers. My next trimmer, I would love to get Elizabeth and Debbie have the Tim Holtz, the decal edge trimmer, which I think is so cool looking. All right, let me just put some glue on here. And we're just gonna start building. We'll chat, we'll build some dies. Not a stressful live, you know, now that I hit the play button. Aw, I hope you had a good birthday. I'm jealous of your decal edge trimmer. I love the look of it and the sound, because it kind of goes chomp, chomp, chomp when it makes its cut. And you can't really see right in there, so let me find my little brush. And we're just gonna touch that edge, and then this part goes on top here. I just needed a night to kind of play, put things together. I love building die cuts like this, where there's a bunch of pieces and building them up. Oh, Delise, that just means you have to buy another organizer. There's always room for more. All right, and then it needs its little jingle bell. And on this paper, the back side of the paper is so there's gold on one side and then there's red glitter on the other. So I'm just gonna flip this over, and my little jingle beller is gonna be the red. And it does have a little piece to look like it's hanging in there. So there's our little jingle bell. And that is dry. So okay, these magnets from Glassboard Studio scare the crap out of me all the time. They're the rare earth magnets, and if they're too close to each other, man, they jump and it scares me because they just clink together. Abner. All right, we're gonna put our craft foam down. on top of our acetate. And make sure that I've got, there we go, got it to where it's not poking out. And there is some glue on the inside there, but I'll get that with the Q-tip in just a minute. I just got to make sure this is all outside of the, there we go. And we're going to let that dry. Oh, $3.99 at the craft store. Well, that's a bargain. Let me find a Q-tip. And I'm just going to go and clean the glue off of the acetate. And there we go. So that will be our insides. We got to finish building our thingers here. This won't be a super long live. Just you know, hanging out, chit-chatting with my friends. I'm glad you guys are all here. If you wouldn't mind, do the YouTube stuff, like, you know, if you're so inclined, subscribe. I go live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Brian goes live Fridays at, you're gonna have to remind me again, Brian. Fridays at 2? No. Hey, Justine. Fridays. It's one of those days, guys. Brain fog is bad today. I think it's 2 Pacific, so it's 4 p.m. Central Time. All right, so there's a candy cane. And let's build a little ornament. And I've got my little, here, I just got to poke out the little bits. Our little peppermint candy. Make sure this one fits on here. Yep. These are so cute. And so this card is nothing but, you know, really fun die cuts. Brian wasn't feeling 100%, so he may have gone. But all links are in the description box. Pretty much everything tonight is from Katscrappiness. There's our little peppermint ornament. And I cut papers to do all different colors. But we're just gonna stick with this one. So I've got my bell is gonna be hanging down this way. I really didn't think through how I was gonna build my, and I think I'm gonna go with the red glitter. I love those peppermints, and I love the candy canes. Well, I like them all. I love the little leaferys that are in here too. The full foliage. Gotta find my. Oh, and just a note too, if you order the nifty little wax picker-upper thing, and you live where it's hot and humid, don't leave it sitting on your front porch. They get a little soft. I mean, it was fine once I brought it inside, but it was a little extra squishy. All right, there's our bow. So I did cut out too from the Christmas wreath. reef. This piece as well, and it fits on the smaller one. So, but we're going to decorate this one with just a few things along the top and then our shaker bits, and then we'll do another one. So we've got leaves. There. We gotta audition all the pieces. I can't start, especially things like this, I can't glue them down until I can see how they're gonna fit together. I did. This side is the wax side, but my my pokey tool lid slides off really easy. But yeah, the wax side is the washi tape side, so that I know which one I'm getting. All right, and then we've got our little pine things. There. And then our bow. And you could actually hang the peppermint ornament instead of the bell. Let me just look, because I might like that better. I wish I had that really thin, like metallic thread. That would be super cute to no, I think we're gonna go with the bell. We're gonna go with the bell. We're gonna build another. Did I cut another one? I cut a small one. We're gonna do a little peppermint. All right, so we'll get this one down. There we go. That might have been a lot of glue. All right. And then I've got these little berries, which we're gonna go with the red side, I think. Maybe. Glue bits sticking to me. All right, and we'll get this one on this side. I might even put a little Does the bell look 3D? Oh, it does. Just a little ink blending. That's all you need. like that. We'll save those for the next one. And then, so I have beads. I've got the vintage lace, but that has flowers. I don't know if we'll use that one or not. And then this one was in, Kat always sends little goodies, and so I think we might use this one because it has the gold and everything in it. And I don't know if I'll need those, so we're gonna hold off on those. But let's glue, and since it's one layer, I don't have to worry about turning it over and missing where it's going. So I'm gonna do a little press and seal, just so that I kind of remember where everything was going. Actually, we could build that first. We'll build our shaker bits. So when I have sequins and stuff, because it is so humid here, but also there's so much static. So this little piece right here, this is a piece of a dryer sheet. And I just cut little strips and I stick them in there with my sequins when I put them in my little boxes. Or you could stick the dryer sheets into the Ziploc bags, and it keeps them from, I mean, they still are pretty staticky, but it does cut down on the static a lot. So we're just gonna dump those in there. We're going for it. We're gonna use all of these. And I don't know, except for these, well, I think these big ones are gonna be too big. So we're gonna save these really big ones because I think they're too tall and they'll poke and get stuck against the acetate. They'll cause a jam. All right, what the heck is that? It's like a, I don't know, a gem booger. All right, we'll save those. Let's see what's in this one. Strawberries. I don't want strawberries. All right, we're just gonna go with that right there. And then I need my backer. And I think we're just gonna go with a white, actually we're gonna go with a black card base. But what I'm gonna do, and I don't remember if it was Elizabeth that I saw do the double, hopefully I didn't cut that too small. No. You can also rub your anti-static that was a bad idea. Brush on your acetate, and it will take off some of the static as well. All right. I gotta find my, It's gonna take me forever just to get this one card done. And we're going again with the liquid adhesive with the acetate on the craft foam. We might just be a one and done tonight. All right. Look, sticking to the press and seal. All right, there we go. And then I will trim off this little hangy over bit. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. All right. All right, let's start building our leafery. And this one is from the bell came from the wood and bell piece. It's got the bell, and then there's a wooden log round as well. All right, I just gotta figure. Okay. My brain's not braining tonight. I had to think of which way that was gonna go. Definitely need more coffee tonight. That's what it is. Not enough coffee. And we're a little off center, but that's all right. And then our berries. I don't know how I got the and our next set of berries. That's way off, but it's all right. Nobody will know. I'll just cover it with the bow. Let me turn this way so I can line up. There we go. So, has everyone had a good week so far? Is your week starting off okay? Ours is hot and humid. And then we've got, you know, a tropical storm coming. Our candy cane. Or a peppermint to go on our and our bell. It'd be awesome if they made little teeny tiny jingle bells, like teeny jingle bells that you could put in a shaker that jingled. There we go. Now let's try and line up the bottom a little better. All right. I don't know that well, I guess it's been a while since I've done a card that's just die cuts, but I love putting together die cuts like these. They remind me of like a puzzle. And our ornament. Let's see. What do I have left in here? We'll add a couple stars. Just to kind of pull that gold down from above. All right. I wonder if that'll work. Haha. But I can't glue it on. Never mind. It was a good thought. Let me find a piece of scrap white. Hold on. Let's audition a few things real quick. We could put... No, I don't like that. That's too much. What do you guys think about the green? But those greens don't really match. They're not matchy-matchy. White. Or black. I think we're gonna go with white. We're just gonna stick with it. And this will be one of those cards that would have to be just handed to the person. All right, let me stand up and drop it. Oh my goodness. And then my glue stopper. There we go. I love it. And let me see. Let me get a drink. In my little container of sentiments. Let's see. Santa, stop judging me. Oh, that'd be funny. So there's a set of sentiments, and well, I'm glad you got some of my little tips and tricks there. I ate Santa's cookies. Let's see. Oh, Merry and Bright. So there's a set that, let me find it because it's really cool. I just got to figure out, oh, there it is. It's right here. So you stamp all of these at one time. This way, I'm freaking jolly. So you stamp this all at one time. Then you cut them all at one time. So it's one stamp, one die, and you get a whole bunch of sentiments. And I just keep them in this little tray and pull them out when I need them. But there's some funny ones in here. Naughty and I Know It. Adding pro wrapper to my resume. What the Elf. Be Jolly by Golly. Merry and Bright. Let's Get Frosted. But wait, there's myrrh. Santa, Stop Judging Me. Nice-ish. Oh, what fun. Grinch, Please. I Ate Santa's Cookies. Christmas Calories Don't Count. Ho, ho, ho. No Peeking. Happy Holidays. Dear Santa, let's negotiate. Bah Humbug. So it's fun. There's a lot of fun ones in here, but I think we'll just do, I don't know, Merry and Bright. Santa, Stop Judging Me would work too. Let me look in my... let's see. I think that's going to be What the Elf. I think we're going to go with Merry and Bright. And this one, I am just going to use a little snippet of craft foam because it's just a little bit. I lost my scissors. I've lost everything. My desk is a disaster. If you guys could see all of it. It's a mess. All right. I don't know where we're going to put it. I think just off to the side right there. Let's grab some glue. I thought I glued my pin thingy in there. Merry and bright. I will save Santa Stop Judging Me for another card. All right. Whew! That one wore me out. It's been one of those days. All right. So here is our card. We need a base. All about that base. That'll work. I didn't know until just recently, and maybe you all know that press and seal was invented, designed by Jennifer McGuire's husband. I didn't know that until just recently. I thought that was pretty cool. That was new news to me. All right, and we're gonna tap to get it to go to the top of the card. And there, we have a beautiful shakerty card using just die cuts and some paper and some glue, some acetate, which you could use packaging, or you could use acetate. But yeah, if you save your packaging from your stamps and stuff. Hey, Shannon! How are you, friend? All right. So, this one wore me out. I think I think that's going to be it for tonight. I will make one with this and oh no, Shannon. You got to take care of that back. I speak from experience. I lost my thought. Oh, I'm going to use this one and die cut some more and make another card with all the pieces that I cut, thinking I was going to not struggle so much with this one. But, and it's been almost an hour, so hey, we're good. I appreciate you all being here. If you've made it this far, let me know in the comments. Are you a, like, clean and simple? Are you a go all out with all the things? What's your Christmas card style? Are you mass producing Christmas cards so you keep it pretty simple to get through them? Let me know. I love all the things. I have great intentions usually of sending out Christmas cards, and I don't. They just don't make it. But I love making them. So, but this one, you know, if you had everything cut, but you wouldn't want to like send out a whole bunch like this because that would get pretty expensive, because it's probably a little thicker than a Snicker, thicker than the like limit for postage. Really, Delise, everything. I would have never guessed that about you. Anyway, I will be back next Tuesday. Same cat time, same cat channel. Brian should be live on Friday, hoping that he's feeling better. And watch Friday as well. If you guys made it this far, you get to a little bit of news. There's a new release on Friday that is fantastic. So you won't want to miss that. There'll be some unboxings and things going on. And then, yeah. So yeah, new release. You can use right now through the end of the month, you can use code XMAS1 July 15 for 15% off. Delise. And I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope I will see you back next week. If you were on the replay, hey replay. And thanks for hanging out, y'all. I'm going to go get some dinner and clean up this disaster of a desk. Remember, always be kinder than you need to be, because you never know what someone is dealing with. They might be having a bad day. So just, you know what? Be sweet. Smile at somebody, make their day. Anyway, much love, y'all. I will see you next week. Actually, I may see you Friday-ish. Take care, y'all.